you want to meet and do what you
A
want.
second. Turn the music down,
Turn the music down.
please.
So thank you, appreciate you doing this.
Yes.
And Bryce, you were saying our group is too big or small. There is no group too big, there is no group too small. We'll come out. This is important race. This is my wife Elaine, 50 years, 4 children, 17 grandchildren. We can almost start a new party. Let me show y'all, I gave it to Sandy, I'm gonna give you one, but we were in the White House and I walked out of the house and forgot Donald Trump. But we were there and I said, Mr. President, thank you for having us. Here's my coin. He said, he called me, he said, this is BS, Ralph. He said, here's my coin. He's got a saucer. That's hilarious.
He goes big.
Yeah.
He goes big.
We were 45 minutes in when I forgot Donald Trump's coin. But
Anyway.
It's real gold. It's that
It's real gold.
bad.
This is
Next time he comes, he'll bring it.
He said I had somebody tell me for the first time, I've never had anybody tell me this, it's a real ornate coin, and he said he found the guy that could do it. Not everybody could do it. He found it and offered him a tremendous amount of money. The guy said, I don't want your money. He said, I'm gonna do this for you. And he put, this is before he was elected, he put 45 and 47 on it. Which was, that's how much confidence he had in it.
Wow.
But, you know, y'all don't really know me. I met Harry, and it shows you a small world. They're building a hotel we're involved with in Myrtle Beach. But I'm from Rock Hill, went to public schools. I graduated from Presbyterian College, and then went into our family business. We grew it. It was primarily when we got into it. When I got in, joined my father, we probably rentals, and we got into construction. And I love the commercial end of it. Grew it to one of the bigger ones, not as big as these guys, but it's well thought of. You can call anybody, and we pay our bills, and we do what we say, like what your reputation is. I think that this is a real pivotal time in this country, in particular South Carolina. And we won't have this opportunity again until 2034 if we miss this election. I got into it after 30 years in the business, and I went into the State House, stayed a short time, then Congress. And look me up, I'm the most conservative member of Congress by any measure. Heritage Foundation, Club for Growth, Taxpayer Hero. I just believe in it. I believe that the core function of government is infrastructure, schools, and safety. That's it. That's what government should be doing. It's gotten far more than that. But what are my priorities? And you're not going to hear this from anybody else that's a candidate for government. Roads, infrastructure, bridges. I was telling them, I got a copy of this report on where South Carolina is on roads.
Mm-hmm.
Dams deep, drinking water deep, roads deep, transit deep, wastewater deep. Ports is the only one that came up with AB. And we're not equipped. I mean, y'all know the growth here. We're not equipped to handle the growth. Y'all know it here in Horry County. So,
Especially in Charleston, same thing.
do what?
In Charleston, like Johns Island and Kiowa and Seabrook.
Yeah, you can't handle it. It's been we've got to prioritize this, and it just has not been a function. It's going to be with me, because if you don't get this right, everything else falls apart. We leave the country in fatalities on the secondary roads. Half of our roads have to be built from subgrade up. That's not going to happen overnight. We're going to do the roads. The other thing I'm going to do, tort reform.
Absolutely.
I don't care anybody can talk about tort reform. The only way we're going to get it, and we've been a victim of it. I mean, our stuff, I'm tired of waking up every morning and every business person, every restaurateur has to worry about a lawsuit. Y'all know it. And so, tort reform, the only way you're going to get it is put loser pays on there. That's the only way we're going to do it. Election of judges. Guess how South Carolina picks our judges?
Oh, we know.
Lawyer legislators.
Judicial Merit Selection Committee, where trial lawyers pick judges. That's like telling Clemson, Carolina, Clemson, you pick all the referees, or Carolina, you pick all the referees. It's a conflict of interest. That's got to be changed. So people have got to elect the judges. Term limits. We've got to get term limits in place. They should not go to Congress and live forever, nor should they go into the State House and live forever. I see how it works, because it affects committees, it affects everything about it. Education, let the dollar follow the child. Just because you're born in a particular zip code, you should not be doomed for life. And competition is what does that. I just believe in that. Safety, we're going to take the handcuffs off the police and put it back on the criminals, which if we're not safe, we're not having anything. Now, I say these things, how am I going to do them? People ask me all the time, what's never been done before? Well, the only thing I'm going to do is take it to we the people. I'm going to form a Doge Commission of business people, who, not politicians, not worn out political paybacks to run these commissions. We've been a victim of commissions just have not been answered to people. We're going to change that. And by nature, I was telling them about a man who called me exacerbated. He said, "Look, I've been trying to get the highway department. There's a bridge that's going to collapse." And so I said, "Where is it?" And I went there. The footing was out of the ground like 6 feet. There was a homeless man living under there. And so I called, and he couldn't get anybody to answer. The good thing about Congress, when you call them, they'll answer the phone. I said, "By the way, we got a bridge here. The footings are gone." And he said, "Well, we'll get to it in a couple of weeks." I said, "Nah, what's your name?" I said, "I'm gonna take a picture and I'm gonna get it to you. When it falls, you're the one that's gonna be on the front line as well as your whole department. Got somebody there in 2 days."
There you go.
We will appoint the business people to the commissions that know what they're doing. There will be experts. And I'm going to use the bully pulpit. I'll go all over the state on these things when the trial lawyers will not pass term limits, when the trial lawyers will not change the way they pick judges, then we're going to point them out. I'm going to say, we the people, this is, and I don't care whether they're Democrat or Republican, we're going to point them out. I'm going to say, this is the one that's holding it up. How do you like that? And that's the only way to do it. That's never been done because for a lot of different reasons. People want to be popular, they want to get reelected. I don't care about any of that. I'm not there to make friends with politicians. And the only way you're going to change the system is if you're not part of the system. I don't owe anything to trial lawyers. I don't owe anything to any lobbyists. I don't owe anything to the elite that run this state. So I'm excited about the opportunity. I think that if we miss this, it'll be 2034 until we can change it. And there's no candidate in this race that's got my 30 years of business experience and has got my legislative background to do this. They just don't. And I will tell you that the one leading the race right now is Nancy Mace. She just is. And I know Nancy, but she can't run this state. None of them have got the. Anyway, we got a great opportunity, and I look forward to doing this. I would ask each one of you, if you were running for governor, who would you put me in touch with? And folks, as a fellow told me, yes, I spoke in Dorchester County. He said, "Norman, you don't know what's coming at you. You're talking about cutting a paycheck out of a lot of lawyers' hands and a lot of the establishment. And I need y'all's help. LLCs can give $3,500, but every business ought to be active in this race. I had 1,000 people at my kickoff on July 27th, and it wasn't about me. People drove 8 hours. I had a friend of mine who drove from Charleston. long story short, it's a conservative movement that I'm feeling all over the state. And no one else has had that many people. And I didn't, when you do this type of thing, you don't know whether you're going to get 50 people, 100 people. We had 1,000 people. We had owned the building for 30 years. We had had functions there. We had school functions, and no event has exceeded this. But so people are hungry for leadership. I've got the record. I back it up. And it's South Carolina. If we don't do something, it's going to be just like California. Under Ronald Reagan, conservative leadership, look where it's gone from there to where it is now. It's cesspool. I've been out there, and it's sad, really, because they had all the natural resources that we had. And that's what liberal leadership does for this country, and it can't stand. I'm going to put up a bill, and I meant to say this when I was in Congress, that'll redistrict District 6, Jim Clymer's district. He's been there too long. It's not fair.
It's one of the most gerrymandered districts from Columbia down to Charleston over to Beaufort. It's like nuts.
Have y'all seen they've had to expand it. It's 7.4 square miles. It's like you gotta be a surveyor. You gotta be a surveyor to know where you vote. They split neighborhoods. And I brought it up, and all the legislators, we're not gonna do that. It's done every 10 years. Maybe you can do it.
That might be my salad. I have
And all this, I'm putting before them in a bill. I've already got people to put it, and I'm a member of the Freedom Caucus, who the establishment does not like it. But it's exciting to be able to help our state like this. And I need your help financially. I can't get on TV. I can't visit all 46 counties physically. I can do a lot of it in the next 7 months, but I'm hamstrung by being in Congress. But we're doing a lot of great things for Trump. In 7 months, he's turned this country around. It's like no other. We can turn South Carolina around. That's the short version. I'll be happy to answer any question. I'm not going to get between food and people. So y'all ask any question while we eat. I just appreciate you coming. Appreciate y'all taking time out of your schedule. Thank you.
Thank you.